right now. Farpoint toys and collectibles. Retro to right now. Farpoint toys and collectibles. Retro to right now. Farpoint toys and collectibles. Retro to right now. It's time for Bartertown.
Oh! Wait. What?
Oh!
What?
Where's the
What?
explosion?
We're live.
We're live?
Yeah, you see that?
I
That's
didn't
us.
hear. I didn't hear the. It's time for. I guess I don't hear it, do I? It
Did
just
she?
doesn't.
Did she skip it?
No, I said it.
Did you forget to go to the time for Bartertown?
No, I did it. I said I counted down to 0, and then I went
Yeah.
time for Bartertown,
Okay.
click that,
Yeah.
and then go.
All right.
And y'all didn't.
Well.
I guess I didn't see
Well, there we are.
Hi.
I thought there's usually like a little time there, a little like 2-second where I get to breathe before I get
There's
to
no
jump in
breathing.
and
There's
say
no
hi
breathing.
to all these people.
it. It is too hot. Did you just say that, Selena? It is too hot. Yes. I just went out in the warehouse for 5 minutes, and it was like as though hell itself had come to New Jersey. It's so hot
It
out
is
there.
not compared to earlier this
Outside.
week. So, hello everyone.
Hi.
We are Farpoint Toys.
I am eating a bar here.
I am watching her eat a bar here.
I am Penelope.
Otherwise
You
known
say
as
your names.
Justin and Penelope.
We are your Nostalgineers coming to you live from the Farpoint Museum here in the Farpoint store. That is us. We are Farpoint. I'm in the middle of eating a bar here. I'm kind of a little
We're in the museum. We're in the store.
We are in the store.
We're in
We're in the
Mason,
museum.
New
We're in New
Jersey.
Jersey. We're in the world.
This is a live claim sale.
It is. Believe it or not.
First of all, I want to say hi to it is VIP Sunday, and I want to say hi to our VIPs.
Yes, our VIPs are the lifeblood of Farpoint. They are the plasma in our veins, right?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I'm just making up words. Do they sound good?
Yeah. We actually saw a couple of VIPs today. Alex, who stopped in. We missed Hal. He stopped in before we got here, but Kevin was here to say hi.
I see Kelly checking in from Hotlanta. Hello, VIP. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Hotlanta.
Hal is trying to buy Tucker a cooling vest. Okay. Do they make it in Penelope size?
You gotta run that through Selena first. I can't decide on anything that goes to Tucker. Tucker is our mascot, the dog. Selena is behind the counter. You'll
Hi-ho.
be hearing her do things like ring bells and say hi ho and interject here and there and try and keep us on the path. I promise this is a claim sale.
No. I mean, yes, it's a claim sale.
The way this works, actually, we will show an item. We will start to talk about that item and discuss it and describe it.
High-definition cameras.
That's not on a dog currently. After which, we will say a price after we describe the item. Once we say that price, the first person to type claim and the name of the item, or give me, we have to know you want it, and we have to know what it is.
Yes, those are the two.
Spelling
important
doesn't
things.
matter as long as we know what you're talking about. First person, either on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, that types in claim and it comes up, Selena will see it. You'll hear this noise. That means we shut up and we say who won the item. Doesn't always work that way,
But we try.
but we do our best.
It normally works.
You might be watching on Facebook and reading the comments on Facebook. Just because it looks like your comment might be first on Facebook does not mean it's first. Next to my wife there.
Right here, we've got aggregated comments from all of our different platforms in chronological order, organized to the 100th of a second.
Yeah, and it's been close a few times, but you know, Selena always sees the whole stream, and the bell is God. So that's the way it works.
Does the bell still ring for you?
All the time, every Christmas, which is almost Christmas time. It's very close to Christmas.
No, it isn't.
You had to wind them up.
It's summer, which means Halloween. We all know Halloween is the first holiday of the Christmas season.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Once we get
Christmas-
past the
wait a
4th of
minute,
July,
why-
it's
why-
Christmas time.
Why can't Christmas be the last holiday of the Halloween season?
It could be, but once we get past 4th of July, it's officially Christmas time in my head. So
That's not the 4th of July.
I think we just explained how that works. Listen, anything that's for over $20 ships free in the U.S. If you're a VIP, we'll talk more about VIPs. You get free shipping in the U.S. no matter what. If you're overseas, even if VIPs, you have to pay shipping because it's just the way it is. It's not cheap. If you're coming to pick up here in store, it's not cheaper. It just means we don't have to pay to ship.
And you get the privilege of seeing us in person, or somebody.
Somebody
will
one of the many people here, and our amazing museum. So, and VIPs always have access to the museum. I don't care what's going on here. If you're not a VIP, we can pick and choose who comes in until the museum is ready.
Fully ready,
Yep.
air quotes.
Speaking of VIPs, there's a super secret VIP group.
It's such a secret that we're going to show you the link of how to join.
Well, don't tell anybody when you're, just watch this.
No,
and
tell
don't say
everyone.
those VIPs get to see some of this stuff before we actually bring it onto the stream. And some of it has been claimed. I know that Micronaut thing has been claimed by Mr. Mark Caro.
That thing?
Yep.
I didn't realize it was this. What was this?
Yep. Yep. He actually was interested in it because of where I put the drill. But that's where the drill is put on the box, so I decided to put it where the box is showing. This is vintage 70s Micronauts. It's amazing.
Selena, go to camera 2. I want the folks at home to see this drill that Justin's talking about.
Stop. Drill baby drill. That's what they mean when they say drill baby drill, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think that's what they mean.
Anyway. What else? I think we pulled whatever was on. We got all kinds of stuff today. We got comic books. We got vintage Starcom. We got some NES stuff. We have some more Micronaut stuff.
Wait until you see all the treasures that we found out
I think
in
you
the
went
warehouse.
to the warehouse and found a bunch of stuff, right?
Selena and I... Now, Selena loves, like... You know the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, where you're just walking in the stacks and you see all the boxes of crazy treasures just everywhere? That is exactly what the Farpoint warehouse looks like. And Selena is always dying to go out there and dig around. Yeah. So I finally let her do that today.
It was hot. We spent about 10 minutes.
I gave her my dispensation, and she was allowed to go in the stacks and pull things out of boxes.
Have gleeful foraging.
So there's some cool surprises from the deep dives in the warehouse, from Selena specifically. We'll see what kind of excitement is there.
Speaking of VIPs, we can see all your comments, and I'm going to address them. I'm not good at it. I don't have everything memorized, but I know for a fact Alex and Jack Vanderbeck, two of our longest VIPs, have just celebrated birthdays. So happy birthdays to two people we consider friends, more than not just VIPs, but we love you guys.
It's tough to keep track of all the VIP birthdays.
Yeah, and then people get butthurt if we miss somebody.
I tried to make a spreadsheet, but not everybody filled out the spreadsheet, and I'm not like a clairvoyant, so I don't know.
Or a stalker.
So like, I'll be like, hey, it's happy birthday, and someone else says it was my birthday 2 weeks ago, and no one said anything.
And also we're friends with like some of you outside of this, like, you know, so we know what's going on in your lives.
There's a lot happening.
But anyway.
Happy birthday to the birthday boys.
Is there anything I need to address? If you have any questions, just ask it in the comments. We will address it. If you have any comments, if you have anything rude to say, just put it in the comments. We'll either ignore it, block you.
Especially if you have something rude to say, because I'm in a mood, so let's do this. Is it time for the airing of grievances? Is that what we're doing today? Rob Kimsey's too old to get butthurt.
Same. I just celebrated my 50th in January, and that's it. That's the last time I will celebrate a birthday. So
I'm holding you to that.
That's mean.
You said it, right?
I mean, you get a birthday year. Let's start a fight.
I think everybody, well, we already had one earlier. A couple, actually. Everybody should have, listen, I believe that you should have your birthday day, which of course is important, but you should also make your birthday week, like, something. Maybe go and do a thing, or, like, you know, treat yourself. But then your birthday month is also special because, like, you know, my birthday's in September, so September is important. I don't know about a whole year. I mean, maybe if you're 50, you should have a birthday year, or like.
So,
you know.
So I'm still celebrating my birthday year.
I mean, okay, I'm not. Have I ever said no? That's a bad idea. No, it's a great idea. Let's celebrate.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go get Thai food after this.
Okay.
For my birthday.
I still have peanut sauce.
All right, let's jump right in with some vintage Tyco. Tyco?
Tyco, what TV?
Tonka? Tyco?
Ready for camera 2 yet?
Tyco.
Are they Tyco or Tyco?
Coleco. Starcom.
Dave,
I knew it was a co.
I'm 100% with Dave, who said he likes cake and presents too much to skip out on birthdays. I agree with you, Dave.
No. I wasn't talking about not having cake and presents. I was talking about not having, like, events for my birthday anymore. I'm not having, like, a birthday party.
I hate to tell you this, but cake and presents is an event.
No. That's a regular occurrence.
Wait a minute. If it's a regular occurrence, when do I get cake and presents again?
Every day you get cake and presents. Every day.
And you don't share your cake, Rude.
There's no cake.
So, we're going to jump to camera 2. Speaking of presents and cake, we have some vintage Starcom vehicles. I'm going to slide up here and talk about these a little bit. First of all, the gimmick with Starcom is they're magnetic, and they have, like, magnetic and...
Magnets?
Well, they have, like, magnets. First of all, the figures all have magnets in their feet, so they stick to the vehicles. The vehicles also have, like, gimmicks that, like, they do things.
Does the magnet, like, prompt the gimmick to occur? Like, they stand on a thing and it pops open?
And usually there's a button in the vehicle that makes it work.
I could have sworn there was at least one guy where, like, when you stand on the thing, it pops open.
We have our, one of our VIPs is actually
our curator.
Our curator of our Starcom.
Mark is our Starcom curator there in the museum.
I don't know how this goes down. Mark probably does. Probably goes in there. I don't know.
You might have to take the guy out because the magnet might make it open.
I don't think so.
Hal is obsessively telling us he is not going to send you a birthday cake. Okay, Hal, you can send me a birthday cake if you want. It should be chocolate. With like, you know those little like crispy things like you get on an ice cream cake?
Hello,
Sometimes
my
you put
name
them in
is
there.
Crispy.
I don't really have a favorite icing.
All right.
Anyway,
This is the.
you've got a few months.
This is one of the little vehicles. This is the. I almost said ball gunner. This is the
Oh.
rail gunner with Captain Riff. I guess Russo. Anyway, I don't know. And I think the gimmick thing. Come on, baby.
Hal, believe me, you'll know when it's my birthday.
Anyway, it pops up. I don't know how it's supposed to work.
I love it. Whatever it's doing, it's literally my favorite thing.
These are tough. They do all kinds of stuff, and I don't know them well enough to be like, yes.
Listen, these are awesome, and I love the magnet gimmick.
Well, he's gonna magnet. He magnets right to
Scoot
the
it
top.
over a little bit so you're doing your fiddling on camera.
Yeah, the scale, like, I'm not complaining, but the Air Raiders / Starcom scale is kind of, like, too small for me. I can see them, but, like, I want to be able to position things.
Yeah, they're
like,
a little smaller
do
than
hair
Mask. They're
and
about the
stuff
same
like that.
size as Dino Riders, I think. Or maybe Mask and Dino Riders are close. Anyway, the Railgunner is $20. It's loose. I'm not sure what it's missing. He doesn't have a visor. All the figures come with visors. The figure visors alone are $20, $30. Their visors are crazy.
They're just these tiny
But it does have the
little-
two little guns right here.
And when I say tiny, these guys are only 2 inches tall, so they're, like, minuscule.
Yeah.
Do we still have Carvels in New Jersey? I don't know if we have Carvel
Somewhere.
stores.
Somewhere.
But like you can
I
go
would
to
assume so.
you can go to a grocery store and buy a Carvel product.
Is
there.
someone hankering for a cookie puss?
Carvel
Well, so we're
stores
talking
are...
about birthday cakes now because Hal is already planning mine.
Hal's right. The Carvel stores are more in the posh areas.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ritzy neighborhoods, yeah.
Cookie puss and
We don't even have a Friendlies down here anymore. The one in Northfield closed,
This
and
is
the one
one
in
of
the
my
mall
favorites.
has been gone for years.
this thing is awesome. This is
What is it?
the battle crane. It's a flying like crane with a little box that holds stuff with Sergeant Bob.
And it's Sergeant Bob.
Yeah.
Pretty important. Is it magnetized to the bottom there? Like, what is our magnet gimmick on this thing?
There's this magnet on top where the figure could stand on. And yeah, that's magnetized, and that's magnetized as well. And the legs fold up, and it's like a VTOL thing. It's really cool.
Fudgy the Whale.
It is
I really like the watermelon roll personally.
$25 for the battle crane.
The watermelon roll.
I got a bunch of figures here too, but let's go to the big vehicle first.
Alright, let's do it. Maybe
So this
somebody
vehicle's
somewhere cares
awesome.
what's
It
on
comes with a lot of stuff. So this one doesn't. It's missing a lot, but it's like solid. The body's there. The ramp opens up. The ramp is there.
I hate how camera 2 is today.
Why do you hate camera 2?
No
What's wrong with
pilot.
camera 2?
$25 for the Shadow Bat.
I'm
That's
sorry,
a
what did you say
Vulcan.
about that?
Vulcan
And
vehicle.
actually, it is, and it takes the two smaller. I forget what they're called. Batarangs. I don't know what they're called.
Batarangs?
Mark Acarif is here. He will say.
Did you
it.
say 25 or
Yeah, 25.
I like the purple cockpit cover.
The bad guy stuff's really cool in this collection. And then speaking of bad guy stuff, this is complete. The figure has no visor.
I'm going to argue with Hal for 1 second. I didn't ask for a cake. I said that if you wanted to buy me one, I would let
Oh,
you.
the figure doesn't come with a visor. That's why it's complete.
They're shadow bats.
Yeah. So this is the complete Shadow Raider. 86 has all its legs. This is 100% complete. It has its driver, all the stuff, all the guns. It's very cool. $50.
What's that thing called again?
Shadow Raider. And then the little good guy version of the little ship is a Star Wolf with Lieutenant Tom Waldorf.
Lieutenant Bob and
Are you just
Captain
making up
Tom.
names?
It says I can't.
I feel like the front of the name is there and the back end's not. And he's
So
just
it's
making it
missing
up.
the tip of one wing. I'm gonna say $25.
I wonder if it would still fly like that.
Sure, it would. Yeah, you should see some of the World War II stuff. That
Hal, listen, you're allowed to buy me a birthday cake, but don't just buy me some random thing that I'm not going to want. It's got to be chocolate. It's got to be chocolate. I don't want German chocolate. Crazy's nice. I don't need apple fritters. I know there shouldn't be lemon juice on it. Just a chocolate cake. If you're insisting on buying me a birthday cake, it could be chocolate. But you've got months. My birthday is not anytime soon. I'm done talking about cake, I promise.
her birthday's right before the Christmas season.
Somehow I
No,
don't
it's
think
not.
you are.
They usually go away.
In that case, it would be this week. Are you going to say that Alex's birthday is right before the Christmas season? Jack, do you feel like your birthday is just on the cusp of Christmas? Do you?
All right.
You don't.
So we got some guys here. We have Starcom.
Mark heard his name getting called.
Hi, Mark. We're selling Starcom. I wish you were here because I don't know anything about it.
He is here.
We have Colonel Paul Corbin. He's just loose. It's a figure
Wait,
with.
what happened to the Star Wolf? Was that 25 or 30?
I think I said 25.
Go ahead.
With Colonel Paul Corbin with his little file card. No gun, but he has a hose. Anyway, $12 on Big Paul. They call him Big Paul.
Dave, I agree. He loves how unsensational the character names are in this collection. It's like they just did them based on their neighbors.
Yeah, like
I
Bob,
feel like
Tom, Paul.
there's a little bit of that going on with Mask, but not as much because Miles Mayhem, that name goes hard.
Corporal Slash.
All right, I take it back. Corporal Slash goes hard too.
Corporal Slash Nova. I don't even think he has. I'm not sure if he has a gun or not. I can't see in these freaking bags, man. I'm upset. He definitely has a backpack and a hose.
So he knows where his hose is.
He knows
at.
where his hose is at for
But,
sure.
Because if we don't make that joke, then what
It's
are we
not
even doing
Bartertown
here?
if we don't know where our hose
What
at.
are we even doing?
Corporal
here?
Slash $15.
Corporal Slash is pretty cool. Like, what's his first name? You think?
Hack. Sergeant Borak. Or Boric. Just a dude.
Yes, very nice. He's very nice. He's a very nice dude.
$10 with the file card.
$10.
I know a guy whose name is Borak. He's also a very nice dude.
This guy right here,
Very nice.
standing on the magnet, that is Sergeant Von Rod.
I take
not
it
kidding.
all back. I
That
take it all back.
sounds like
With his
something
file
someone
card.
called someone in high school.
He is $10. And then I got this.
I have nothing to say.
Corporal Storm. Just the dude. Just little Corporal Storm. Little guy. Little
They're
dude.
cute.
Just a little guy.
$10.
Hey, another slug.
Private First Class Al Evans. He's got everything except his file card. Except his visor. So he's got his backpack, his gun, his hose. He knows where his hose are at.
Damn, even they came with better accessories than the Kenner Star Wars.
And
$15.
they're half the size. I'm going
jealous.
to address. I'm going to read Mother Slug's comment. Hello, Penelope and Justin. It's been a while. I've been so busy here. I stopped in at your toy show in May for a small window of time, as I had to get to a wedding then. Didn't know there was a doggy pen. Yes, we were very excited to have Mama's Gonna Rescue here to get some foster/adoptable dogs out in front of people. Because even if you can't adopt a dog, if you can foster a dog, that's also awesome. If you can even just share. So it's really cool that they were here just to get their name out a little bit. And it was great that you made it to the show. Thank you for coming.
This is Private First Class John Jefferson.
I went to high school with a guy named John Jefferson.
So we've got Corporal Storm, Sergeant Von Rod, and then we've got John Jefferson.
John
Do
Jefferson
we sense like a departure here with that?
has his backpack and his hose. No gun or visor.
So
$12.
are the cool named guys the bad guys and the normal named guys the good guys? Because
Yep.
I noticed that's how
Yep.
it goes a lot.
Yep.
All right, because they do that in Mask basically too.
Mark said the brown suits are ground troopers and the black and blue are air troopers.
I like
This
the
is
color coordinate.
General Torvek. He's complete. Because he doesn't have a visor. He's a guy who doesn't have a visor. He's a bad guy. He's awesome. Gun, backpack, hose.
They're real good with their hose, these guys.
They're very hose conscious.
The only reason there's no visors is because I keep them all because we were trying to complete the museum and we were short on visors.
Andrew CZ's in London. Welcome. Greetings.
Hello, Andrew, from the other side of the pond.
I'm going to say $20 for a complete General Torvek.
Andrew, if you can go to Fortnum and Mason and have tea, you should do that. It was fully booked when we went. Did we go?
Yeah.
Did we get to go?
Uh-huh.
We finally got to go. Yeah, definitely go to Fortnum and Mason.
Sergeant Hack. He's friends with Corporal Slash.
He has to be, right?
He's just a figure. $10. Just him. $10.
$10.
No hose.
Starcom flying off the shelves.
Flying off the shelves.
Oh, and last but not least,
Last but not least, the most important part.
Mint on card.
Mint
Ooh.
on card. Look at that. Look at that bad boy.
It is mint on card. Colonel James Derringer.
Yoink.
James Dash Derringer, the commander of Star Wing, with his P-29 Mega Laser pistol and Hypervolt power pack.
They can't see you.
He is
Show
complete.
them- There you go.
$50. Look at that. 1980, whatever.
Flying off the shelves. These guys can't stay put. They're rolling away.
They're
Flying.
They're like, I think they're magnetized to us.
They're magnetized to Farpoint and don't want to leave. Dash. Dash is a good nickname.
Is it?
Keith wants to know if hack and slash are related to slice and dice.
Maybe.
You never know.
Where do we want to put all the stuff we can sell?
Back in the cases in the store.
I'm not getting up right now to do that.
Super Mario 3.
Oh, hello. Left turn.
NES.
Alright. I'm here for it.
$12.
I'm always up for some Nintendo.
Because Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Super Mario 2. For $15.
I like that we're both just snacking, and we always say we're not the guys who are eating Doritos, but here we are shoving peanuts and fruit snacks in our faces.
We're totally
I mean, it's
those guys.
marginally healthier than Doritos now.
Slightly.
How about an original NES controller?
You are starving me back here.
Tested and working.
Would you like a fruit snack?
No, I'm good, thanks. They're over here mukbanging with their mouth full, and I'm dying.
Remember I used to mukbang as a...
No, I don't remember that. I tried to
I
push
have
that.
2 of these, $10 each. OG.
Those
Unbreakable.
OEM, yes.
those bring back memories.
I used to try and break mine so bad. So thank God they were unbreakable.
Well, yeah, you'd get like road rage, couldn't not be able to defeat a game, and you just start smashing your
100%.
controller. Yeah.
Not that I'm that person.
Justin, you gotta kind of hunch over and peek under a little bit. I don't like camera 2 today.
I mean, I can move it over a little bit. He's sitting further forward than he normally does, but he has to roll around the thing.
It's because the table's moved.
Oh my God, you're obsessing.
I am.
Alright. These are
I'm gonna get.
early 2000s.
I feel like I'm doing bad camera work. That's bad
Import.
furniture.
Takara, Tomy,
Is that better?
Yes,
Micronauts.
thank you.
They are awesome. Macro Man!
No, they're different from the Micronauts in the 70s there was a toy line called Micronauts. They were these weird, loose robots that had hands and feet that came off.
Not
and they
so,
were
so,
so-
they're exactly these.
Are they those?
Yeah.
Okay. They look more robust than I remember them. I remember mine as being very frail and
They are.
fragile.
If you took them out of their cases, they are very
Okay.
They're very
Spindly.
frail.
Okay, that makes me.
Alright,
I thought there were 2.
so this one right here is 1999 Takara TRU no, that's this one. 1999 Takara TRU exclusive solid whatever Microman M123. Dude, when your Japanese things have so many freaking names and identifiers, it's crazy. Anyway, it's M123 from Takara exclusive.
They were Takara?
They look much
exclusives?
better detailed
Takara
too
told
than
me
the ones
something.
I
Yeah,
had.
$40. And then there's this one. This is M703 Heimlich.
Okay.
Takara Microman. He is 25. Yeah, Micronauts are from Mego, but they brought them over from Japan. Mego didn't invent them.
I'm really glad we moved the camera.
Wah, 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 wah,
Just
wah,
like
wah.
shoving cranberries in our faces.
This is Cookie Monster impersonation.
Scroll up, Selena. What comment are you answering?
Mother Slug.
Oh, okay. Mother Slug said, I wish I could have met you both at the time. We were both swamped with people. Really wanted to put quarters in the arcade game behind the camera. It is Gauntlet, my baby, my Gauntlet baby, who currently needs a little TLC. We're having some graphics issues with the Gauntlet machine currently. What do you got here?
This is G1 Transformers from Marvel, issues 50 to 79. It's only mission issue 72.
77.
So issues 50 to 80, which is the end of the run, 80 is the last issue, are all low print run, all high dollar comic books. I just learned this. So this is basically 50 to 80, missing 72 and 80. I'll take $250. It's just it's 29 or 28 issues or something. That's like a little over $10 an issue. Most of these are $30 or $40 issues. They are in like VG fine condition, which means not mint, but all solid, all there, nothing major torn or big tears or nothing missing. They're good readers.
Andrew said that they're difficult to get.
They are very difficult to get. This is a phenomenal run. I was going to go on eBay for $300 at least.
Keith is commenting on your choice of cranberries, not blueberries.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a human being after all. Anyway, I don't expect this to sell here,
It's cool.
but it is cool.
$250 you said, right?
Yeah.
50 through
Bartertown price?
79. You want to throw in some of the weird stuff we got off of out from outside? You ready? Or you want to just keep going with your comics here?
Let me knock these comics out.
All right, knock out your comics.
X-Men Legacy, Volume 2 from 2013. This is the complete series, 1 to 24, all in very fine near mint condition. Probably read once. I got $50 for the series. They're all bagged and boarded, all high condition, good condition.
High quality, A+.
Yeah. And then Astonishing X-Men, Volume 4, complete series, which I don't know is like 1 to whatever.
1 to whatever.
We only have so much room on our tags to write information.
Alex said that run was all about Legion. If you like weird
I can
stuff,
tell
that's this one,
because
right?
the guy with the big hair is Legion.
I was wondering who he was, but I didn't want to ask on the stream.
The hair is
$30 for the 2017 complete series, Astonishing X-Men. I don't know how many issues it is. One, a lot. 2, 3, 4.
I don't know. It's a bunch of comics. I don't know
It's
what
like
they're
20
called.
issues or
Who's
something.
doing.
It's whatever. It's part QVC. We're not QVCing very well today.
Speak for yourself. I'm feeling very Vanna White myself,
Oh, no.
personally. What else? So listen, are we ready for some fun
Yeah, I'm
warehouse stuff?
Yep.
Let's see what we found out in the warehouse.
Our little archaeological expedition into the warehouse.
Who are these little guys? How cute are these? How cute are these? What even is this? Selena, tell us a little bit about
How cute are they?
what we've
You
got
tell
here.
me, how cute are they?
We have.
Your attitude needs adjusting.
How cute are they?
I
Tell me
think
how
they're-
cute they are.
They're
I think
so
they're pretty
cute.
cute.
Look how cute they are.
I think they're pretty cute.
I'm gonna set them up here and hope
Right
they
now,
don't
you are
fall
looking
down.
at the butt of Oogie Boogie and Jack Skellington, and here comes the butt of the mayor.
The mayor's 2 dudes in 1.
The mayor is 2 dudes in 1. You get 2 toys in 1. Look how cute. Okay, they look way bigger on camera than they are in real
Yeah,
life.
what are they? How?
I think they're like 8 inches.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're the 8-inch.
Yeah.
They're not the jumbos or anything like that. I absolutely love his little smile there. He just looks kind of.
So pleased with himself.
Yeah.
Selena, this is all Selena, just so you guys know. Selena, we're doing these individually.
I figured we'd do them individually and,
All right.
and possibly consider lotting them up at a later point if
We've
things
got
go that way.
all right. We've got Jack, new with tags, 8-inch, official, real, legit Squishmallow. We've got $14 on Jack.
These aren't Chinese knockoffs that
No.
you get at the flea market.
No, they're the real deal. They've
Yeah.
got the little tags on it and all that stuff. This is Oogie Boogie, again, new with tags. He is also $14. And then we've got the mayor, who is, like Selena said, 2 little guys in
Yeah,
one.
turn around.
He does not have his tag. He still looks really new to me, and this all came from the same collection, but I can't say he's new with tags because he does not have a tag. I like that he's just jumping in place. It's really cute. It looks like he's doing it on his own because you can't see your hand.
That's funny.
We've got $10
It
on
looks
the
like
mayor.
he's so excited to be on camera. Like Tucker gets really ridiculously excited. Sometimes he gets so excited that he vibrates.
Mark would like us to remind him how much the Star Wolf was. Star Wolf was $25.
Star Wolf with Lieutenant Tom Waldr. He's missing his visor, and it's missing the
He broke Justin.
right
Justin is
wing
broken,
tip.
yes. He's right.
But other than that, it's nice and white, and it's there. I got $25 out there. I don't know why these things pull, people always spend some money for. Oh, the guns. That's not the same gun that's on the, Mark, this isn't the same gun that's on the big white ship that I need a new gun for, is it?
Don't answer that if you actually want to buy it.
What is that ship called? No, it's not the same. No, it's not the same gun.
It's the Good Ship Lollipop.
I'm looking at it right now. It's not the same gun.
It's the Good Ship Lollipop, definitely. Tiger Army does a great cover of Oogie Boogie's Man Song. Selena, are you interested in throwing these up as a lot since they didn't sell individually? Do you have any opinions about that?
What's this?
I feel
What's
like
this?
I feel like they have been together this long. There's no reason to not consider putting them together
Schools are gonna write that
going
down.
forward.
Okay. So what do you think?
Okay.
You want to lot them up? They were 14, 14, and 10. So what do you think
Yep.
about a lot?
Well, I'm not just going to throw a number out on the stream in case
Do
I'm
it.
off the wall.
Do it.
30.
I think 30
That's
is fine.
what I would have said.
Yeah.
So I guess I wasn't as off the wall as I
No,
thought.
if anybody wants all three of these, $30. You got a brand new Jack, a brand new Oogie, and then the mayor with no tag, but he's still in pristine shape. You know how I am with plushies.
Mark, if you want the
She sniffs everything.
I
Star
do.
Wolf, I can do 20
Sniffs
with
its head, sniffs its butt,
with
sniffs everything.
with Lieutenant Tom.
Tom Paris. It's been a long road.
With Major Tom.
I don't know why I just sang that. I should have sang Major Tom. All right, Selena, get your window open. Are you ready?
Alright, yep. Pickle Rick.
Selena's doing a lot of work today, guys. She was very interested in going out in the warehouse.
This is my punishment for making her go out to the warehouse.
Do you want to start with Poe since he's up already?
Oh yeah, which number is he? I
He's
didn't
number
know which-
192. I can see it up. Actually, I can actually see it on the screen.
You're gonna be red dot knees.
Pop.
They're not going back outside.
Pop 192.
Yep.
You can see what he's up for.
We've got $8 on Poe Dameron, number 192.
That's what he's gonna be.
He's not in
we
his-
gotta ship him.
He's not in his fighter suit or anything like that.
He's
He's
$8.
wearing his
Yeah.
regular outfit, that cool
Yeah.
jacket.
I'm
that I
not.
like.
He's eight. What am I going to make it 6 or 7?
Right.
He's $8. All right, Selena. Next up is Demona from Gargoyles. If any of our pop people are watching tonight, let's see what Demona's got going on. I'll do. She's in her stone. She's a Hot Topic exclusive. She's in her stone
She's
look.
in her stone.
How's $12 sound on Demona? Anybody wants her? I love this. This is going very well. Next up, another Hot Topic exclusive. This one glows in the dark. It is Naruto, 6-path Naruto. Just type in Naruto and see if anything pops up. If nothing pops up, I'm just going to make up a price. $10. Naruto is $10. Anybody
I
cares
just
about
turned off the
Naruto?
chat.
So he
hang
was
on.
in the warehouse, but not up online somewhere.
It seems like he's not up online. I don't
Alright, fair
know.
enough.
Or maybe I misspelled Naruto. Who knows? Sonny, you don't need to go crazy. It's all good.
No, I turned off the chat, so I
Oh.
feel like I kind of need to turn that on
Yeah, we
again.
kind of need to chat, yeah. And last but not least, I've got Pickle Rick
Oh boy.
with laser, number 332.
Hey, oh, she turned the
She turned the chat off
Yeah,
for
we've
a
had a
second.
couple claims. It looks like.
I'm glad that you have that open because she closed the chat window. I can't see it, so let's see what we got claimed.
Mark claimed the Star Wolf from what I'm seeing on my end here. He claimed it before I said 20, but I'm going to honor that.
So it's 20.
There's Mark's bell ring.
All right. Any other claims that you mentioned?
Nope.
I think
I
that's it.
think Jack shared what Mark, he commented on Mark's claim. He just
Yeah.
said Mark's feeling ignored. Sorry, Mark, we didn't mean to ignore you. We got a lot of windows on our screen going
There
on.
are a lot of windows happening here.
And I have a personal vendetta with the Penelope's mouse. I don't love it. And
Buy me a new one.
Bring your own.
I might have to.
Yeah. And last but not least, we've got Pickle Rick with laser. Is it a quad laser? Quad laser. Anybody get that?
Pickle Rick is up.
Oh man, $15 on Pickle Rick. If anybody is interested in Pickle Rick with laser, is he an exclusive? No, he's just regular old Pickle Rick with laser.
I have not watched any Rick and Morty in a long time.
So we missed the latest season, and then they fired Roland,
Yeah, and I'm not interested after that.
and replaced him with somebody who sounds like I don't know. Hal is waiting to see the rest of the archaeological finds. All right, Selena, are you ready with your searching searches?
I am ready.
All right, who's next here? Let's see.
No pop sold, huh?
Nope. All right, let's see what's next. All right, let's go with an easy one. Triple Threat.
Oh my
We've
God.
got, this is a WWF special edition. We've got Ahmed Johnson, Wildman Mark Marrow, and an exclusive Yokozuna.
This is 90s Jax.
90s
still
Jack
WWF.
specific Triple Threat.
Now, what's
You
it up on
guys
our
see
store
that?
for?
It is up on our online store for $50, so I do want to go a little lower than that, I think. Right?
Yeah, $40. You don't mind me
40?
calling the prices, do you?
No, I could not care. I could not care less.
Still seal the box. Make me
This thing
seal the
got moved
box.
a little bit. There we go. Mint sealed box, triple threat. That the only way to get this Yokozuna was through this pack because he's exclusive.
From
it's
the
a nice
archaeology
set.
of the warehouse.
I don't even care about wrestling, and this set just looks cool. Like it displays well. I like
Jack
the box art.
was thinking about claiming
Like
the
the
Star
box.
Wolf, but he's missing a wingtip as well. Well, I know a guy named Mark Acaro who you might want to talk to because he is the king of Starcom. He keeps our Starcom museum collection magnifique. He came in recently. I didn't even get a chance. I wasn't even here. He came in and worked on the museum.
He came and worked in the museum when we were
Which
not
is
even
amazing.
here, and I thought that was
Put some
just the best
pieces
thing
in that
ever.
we were missing or that were broken.
Yeah.
I think all that's left is visors and one cannon on those things, and we have a complete like domestic Coleco Starcom. Because then
Yeah.
they get changed to Mattel, and it starts to get hairy. What's this?
All right, this is a brand new, still sealed ET vintage ET puzzle. You've got Gertie, you've got ET in the closet.
When we say vintage,
She's dressed up now.
what year?
80. What year did ET come out? 83, 82, 82.
Wow.
And it's still
1982,
sealed. It's
still
been
sealed.
Sealed 82
Yeah.
in its
It's-
original shrink.
It's been sealed since I was in, what, the 5th grade?
Wow.
This is up in our online store for $20.
And it's $20.
Yeah, that's sealed, dude. That thing's
Yeah.
almost as old as me, and it's in better shape.
The
than
cool
I
stuff
am.
about this, like we had stuff in the warehouse that's on the it wasn't here in the store. Well, this is going to be in the store now, which is awesome. I love that.
That's why I love doing
everything
these-
I brought in is getting red dotted.
Awesome.
That's
Yeah.
why I love doing these warehouse raids.
Like, because how we do things here in the store is like we'll bring in a collection, and listen, we had 2 of these puzzles when they first came in. So one went in the store and one went out in the warehouse. Well, we sold the one that we had in the store, so why not bring this one back in and put it back in the warehouse?
Yeah, we're still figuring out how to do this retail thing.
We're not figuring anything out, but when we got this in, it went out there because it had to. Because we already had some in here. Why would we have that many more?
I don't know.
So we put it out in the warehouse, and now we're bringing it back in because
Yeah.
we took
Because we
fantastic
can.
in the store. Yeah.
And I'm almost of the thought, like, why have anything in the warehouse that's not red dotted, other than like lots or incomplete things or
Yeah.
things we don't want to sell in the store? But I think anything that's good enough for the store should be in the store.
Agreed. One more like avenue to sell it.
All right, Selena. Selena made a fantastic point. She said people are always asking for anime stuff in the store. Let's bring
Get
this
it
stuff
out.
in. If it doesn't sell in Bartertown,
We'll
Then we'll
anime
have
stuff
some
in the
anime
store.
to
bring it in. And
Where
put
did
it
you
in the
find
store.
this stuff?
In a
Out
box.
in the warehouse.
Just
Were you just like walking up down the aisles?
Yes,
or?
sir.
She literally walked up and in the aisles, opened up a tub, and said, "Hey, anime, let's bring this in."
What's this? I don't know. Oh, it says anime. Let's bring it in. People ask for anime.
You
You
guys
gotta back it
can't
up a
see
little.
her very well. Yeah, there we go. So we've got Armitage 3, which Selena's going to look up right now on the online store.
Okay, please hold. Your call
she's a
is
McFarlane
very
figure.
important to us.
So McFarlane did some fantastic anime figures, which you wouldn't like. When I think of McFarlane, I think of Spawn.
What he did, like Ghost in the Shell and
Yeah.
Akira.
Now I think of DC when I think of McFarlane.
Okay, I found her.
But they did a fantastic. They did Akira. They did Ghost in the Shell. I think you mentioned that.
What is she online for?
She's online for
18
$18.
Oh well, $15.
Yeah, I'll do 15 on Armitage 3. She will look fantastic in the store in the anime section if no one wants to claim her.
That's true.
Yeah.
More stock. There's always more stuff.
I went looking for interesting things and I found a few.
She did. Selena, this is going to be fun. I don't even know if this is on the online store.
Okay, let's find out.
Samurai Showdown, but it's spelled SHOD.
So that's a video game, I believe.
All right, I believe you.
Or maybe-
I'm
maybe
hearing
it's-
samurai. I'm hearing samurai. That's like what I searched on.
Read me the title so we even know what the heck we're looking at here.
Okay, Samurai Showdown, but you spelled it right in the title.
Oh, that's why it hasn't sold, because I spelled it wrong when
You
the
spelled it
listing that I
wrong.
made.
You spelled it wrong by spelling it right.
Yes, that's why it hasn't sold on the online store.
Samurai Showdown 6404, I guess it says. You did this to make me pronounce these words.
I did.
Shiki Epoch Sideshow Action
It's a
Figure.
sideshow figure. That's interesting. We've got her on our online store, and I spelled Showdown wrong, which is clearly why she's still in the
By
online
spelling
store.
it right.
By
You spelled
spelling it
wrong.
right, yes. I've got her up there for $30. What do you think?
$25. Samurai Spirits. 1/10 scale.
Remind me, I want to edit this listing and fix the spelling or add the additional spelling.
Yeah, I would add the additional spelling because how many other people spell it wrong, right?
I'm sure
wrong.
everyone does.
I'm excited to put some more anime in the store. It's really cool that we found these out in the warehoose.
I was
Great.
pleased with it.
It's just, listen, at the time it came in,
At the time it came in, there was either no space or no need. That's all.
but we just didn't care about putting it in the store. So we put it out in the warehouse because why not?
And now
This
the
stuff may have been out there since before we even had like Woodbury and stuff.
Hey Mark, do I have a Sky Roller?
I should look at the chat. I haven't looked at the chat in a hot minute.
Yeah, you should look at the chat.
Warcraft.
Oh, we got the claim. Hang on, I gotta scroll back before I just start ringing bells like a crazy person.
That's fair. All right, I like that. Should have opened the puzzles. No way. Oh my god, no.
Tara claiming the Pickle Rick pop.
Tara,
I did
love
not
that
see
for you
that.
guys.
I just had to scroll back.
She's on YouTube. That's why you didn't see
I
it.
had to scroll back and make sure.
Oh.
You should have the restream chat open on your phone. It's
I don't know
really
how
what
to
you
do
should have.
that.
I can bring it up for you.
I had to scroll back to make sure there wasn't like some crazy run on Pickle Rick, and I
Andrew
Wasn't it
from
call out
England is
wrong?
watching. Instead of going to visit our wedding venue or like the Tower of London, he's watching us. And what time is it over there? It's six hours
It's
difference.
6 hours ahead.
It's late over there right now.
I can't open restream chat for
Yeah,
some
it's
reason.
like almost
I
midnight
love that
there.
you're over there, Jack. I mean, Andrew. We've been to London many times and love it
Yeah, I
there.
enjoy it too.
It's time for us to go overseas again.
Lothar.
All right, Selena, hit me
Oh,
up.
hold on. I
Warcraft.
gotta switch windows. I might shut the chat again. Please hold.
Please don't shut it. Just let it sit. I can't open it on my phone, so please don't shut it again.
Lothar.
I would just type in Warcraft if I were you and see what we've got.
But I wanted to type in low fat and somehow still get the right word, get the right item.
I love that you spelled it wrong and still found the right item. He is up in our online store for $15. What do we think about Lothar?
$15. It's hard
From
to go
the
cheaper.
Warcraft movie. So was he played by the guy who was the Viking dude from
I've
Vikings?
never seen the Warcraft movie.
I'm good. If Henry Cavill's not in it, I don't need to see it.
Oh, this is way before Wedding Gavel.
It's not before Henry
So
Cavill.
$15 for
existed.
Lothar of the Hill People and Dorotan
Not Durotan.
or Dorotan.
I've never played. I know nothing about Warcraft. I'm not gonna
I'm
lie.
afraid to get into it.
I am a geek, so it's not like I'm geek shaming it or anything. It's just not my
Dorotan
vibe.
is up for 15.
He's up on the online
Also
store for
15.
15, so he has $15.
But I'll
If
tell you what.
Want both of them? How does $25 sound for the two?
Man, you're dead on.
That sounds so good to me for both of
Ooh,
those because
Andrew's-
somebody out there desperately wants these.
Andrew is heading to
going to
France in the
France.
morning. Are you
As one does.
Are you taking the train, going through the tunnel, or are you gonna fly over or drive? I mean, you could drive.
So I would be remiss if I didn't say this. I see London. I see France.
You see Andrew's underpants?
Do I guess I didn't want to finish, but I had to say it because you're in London and you're going to France. Does Dorotan from Warcraft look a lot like Amblin? I don't know who Amblin is, so I'm just going to agree with you, Mother Slug. Sure, absolutely, yes.
I'm still on the tunnel thing. It's a little bit weird to me that you can drive from London to France. Like, that's not natural.
I think it's kind of
You
awesome.
could drive from New Jersey to New York. I remember.
Yeah, I know,
All right,
but
Justin, are you ready to work? Because you're going. You're
I
getting,
predate
you're going
that
to work
tunnel.
next.
I wonder how long the tunnel is compared to like the Chesapeake Bay tunnel bridge.
Oh, one more thing, Selena. I have got Daphne, Princess Daphne from Dragon's Lair. I have no idea where this is listed.
you said Daphne, and all I
Wow.
could think was Scooby-Doo.
Of course.
You're killing me.
So I want to say something about this.
She's super hot.
They just announced
did.
that Ryan Reynolds
It's gonna
is
be
probably going to be doing Dirk the Daring
Yeah.
in a Dragon's Lair movie. This toy line, we have a complete one in our museum, and Penelope's like, why don't we sell it? And I like it because I love Dirk the Daring. I love
But I also love
Can you put
Dragon's
her on
Lair.
camera, maybe?
In the 80s when I
She's
was a
on camera.
kid.
That you're not looking at. You're looking
Okay,
at
so
an
it's
old
the
video.
lag, sorry.
There you go.
In the 80s when Dragon's Lair came out, we had like Centipede and like Galaxian and Space.
Selena, could you bring the chat up?
All these like 8-bit, 16-bit games, and then this came out in the arcade, and it was like animated cartoon, and it was hard as
But it was so.
hell.
It was so
But
revolutionary.
it was so cool to look at.
It was so revolutionary the way that they animated it. It reminded me of somebody's gonna have to help me with this out in the crowd. This was like cutting edge, revolutionary when it came out in the theater. The next seriously revolutionary game that I think personally, I mean, there's been a lot. I mean, Space Harrier with the moving thing, anything that moves was always awesome. There was this 3-dimensional hologram game. Did you ever play it? It was like a time travel game, and I couldn't even figure out how to play it. I just put quarters in it because I wanted to look at the hologram. You could be a cowboy, or you could go into the future.
I know
Somebody
what
help
you
me.
mean, but I don't know what it was called.
And it was
Of course I know what you mean. We went to the same arcades.
Yeah, it was a hologram. So like if you touched it, it was just a flat black like disc, but it projected somehow and it looked like a 3-dimensional
I do
hologram.
not remember this at all.
So you're playing the game, but it's like right in front of you, like this tall.
Oh, that's awesome.
No idea what the name of it was. I can't recall at all, and I have no idea the plot except that I think it was time travel because I remember distinctly there being both a futuristic thing and cowboys.
So
Somebody
who's
help me in the comments.
talking about Don Bluth? Is Space Ace? Don Bluth. Space Ace was just like Dragon's Lair, I believe. It was the same kind of animation. Or is the Don Bluth thing you guys talk about what Penelope's talking about?
It was a laser disc. That's cool. Hal said it was the first arcade game to use Laserdisc.
I didn't know
So
that.
we have Daphne. Listen, go look these up. We have Daphne on the online store for $60. I mean, if she hasn't sold for $60, maybe 50 was the right price on that. I don't know. I'm just riffing.
45.
45
Her
bucks.
bubble's a little yellowed,
Yep.
but she's still sealed on the card.
$45 on Daphne and
She's
her
a
little
cool
dragon
dragon with her.
pal. If anybody is into either of those, I'm excited for the movie. I mean, the fact that it was animated originally and now it's becoming live action. I kind of hate that trope because time traveler. Thank you, Keith. I knew it had something to do with time travel.
A choose your own path with Don Bluth animation.
Yeah.
Don Bluth did Dragon's Lair and Space Ace.
Yeah. I want to play time traveler. I'm actually Keith. I'm gonna make a note. Thank you so much. I would have figured it out eventually, but I appreciate you getting me that name. I want to play that game, so I'm gonna go look it up and figure out where and how I can play that legitimately. $45 on Daphne. We're moving on.
Don Bluth did Space Ace and Dragon's Lair. What else did he do that we would know? Because I know the name from
He
animation
did,
really
he did,
well.
The Land Before Time.
Okay.
I believe he did all that.
Oh, look at all these Marvel Legends.
Look
Are
at
you
all these
kidding me?
Marvel Legends.
Where do these come from?
They came from the online store.
Jack Vanderbeck claimed Dragon.
Hey. Thank
Jack.
you, Jack.
Jack,
Oops, just Mermaid Justin fell.
great pull on this. She's awesome. I mean, the fact that she's only wearing a bikini
The
doesn't
little
hurt.
dragon is freaking
The
adorable.
little dragon is adorable. She has very much like Princess Peach vibes. He was originally a Disney animator, which makes total sense, Mark. What's great about all of these figures is that they are all 100% complete, and their prices are listed right on the bag. At least the original prices that
They've changed since.
they probably have, and they're on the online store.
All
so
right.
keep that in mind. He has a dog
Complete.
there, too.
Baron Zemo from the Mandroid. He's up for 40 on our online store. $25.
Sounds good to me.
I got his.
All dogs go to heaven. Did he do not Coming to America, Jesus.
What?
Fievel, American Tail.
yeah.
Did he do American Tail?
Papa.
Dude, that movie scarred me as a child.
Not as bad as that Yul Brynner commercial you were playing earlier scarred
dude,
me.
that Yul Brynner commercial is classic. Do you guys know what I'm talking
It
about?
disturbed me. I was
It
small.
was meant to be disturbing. Did you ever smoke?
No,
No.
because my mother
that has
did.
more to do with
Worked.
that has more
My
to do with
mother
mom.
being a smoker turned me off
That-
to smoking
me
more than
too.
anything
That had more
else.
to do with mom than Yul
But
Brynner.
seriously, so if you guys are of a certain age, I don't love that.
Hang on, the chat's doing something
I
stupid.
don't love that. If you're of a certain age and you watched TV at a certain point in time, you may remember the famous American Cancer Society Yul Brynner "Please Don't Smoke" cancer
That
commercial.
aired after he died.
That aired specifically after he died.
And he's sitting there like saying, "I'm Yul Brynner and I died. Don't smoke." Like,
Dude,
oh my God,
a
this is so
narrator
disturbing.
says, "Ladies and gentlemen, the late Yul Brynner, who was a very famous actor at the time, who passed away very famously from lung cancer, throat cancer."
I got him confused with Telly Savalas.
You
I thought
did,
Telly
and it was
Savalas did
hilarious.
Like, hey, baby, don't
It's just-
smoke
I don't know.
cigarettes, baby. Just eat
Disturbed the hell-
lollipops.
Disturbed the hell out of what 10-year-old me.
Well, it was meant to be disturbing. He's telling you not to smoke because he's dead.
But I
from
mean, how
cancer.
weird is it? And it wasn't like back then. It wasn't like now where you have holograms of people and
Yeah.
AI and whatnot.
Yeah.
So to see a dead guy on the screen, oh my God! I just
I don't know. There's lots of movies with dead guys on the screen.
hang on something.
It was freaky. Westworld,
Some-
exactly, Andrew. Yes.
Something like therapy level just clicked in me. Now I know why I find videos of people disturbing, especially ones I know to be dead.
I mean, first of all, it's disturbing that they're talking and they're no longer alive. But specifically, George remembers.
This wasn't.
Thank you, George.
This wasn't.
So does
This,
Petridge
this,
Farm.
this wasn't like an actor that had passed on and I was watching one of his
All right.
movies or something. This was a person
Real
playing
quick,
himself.
an aside here, real quick. Camera one.
Yeah, let's
Camera
go to
one.
camera one. We want to have a
Real
heart to
quick.
heart.
Having
We're gonna
an
have a heart to heart
aside.
with you guys real quick.
I
hold.
want.
Hi, George.
I have a friend who I love, who's
We.
family.
We.
The Farpoint Eye.
The Farpoint Eye.
Yeah.
Yes,
No.
the
We.
royal eye.
We love our friend George, and he's more than a friend. And George has been through it this past year,
And he's kicked its ass.
and he's kicked he's had some health issues, and he's kicked its ass. And George made his triumphant return to the stage which is something he loves doing.
George
And it
is an
was
actor.
So good to see our friend George
Back on the stage.
back doing what he loves doing.
So this weekend, Selena and I went to all 3 shows. We also even had a VIP event, and some VIPs came out to celebrate with us with George. It was so good to see George back on stage, and we are so grateful and pleased to have seen you on stage, and that it was such a great
Playing a character that he loves, that we
They
talked about before he ever even knew this was going to be a play. He played Hercule Poirot.
Poirot.
Uh,
Mustaches.
He was fantastic.
He embodied Poirot.
He had a French accent, even though he's Belgian.
He's Belgian. Did you not watch the same show?
It was just so great to see our friend doing it. And
Mark said that George is one of the most endearing and
Bravo.
friendly people you could ever meet. I'm gonna clap for George.
I'm dropping. It's PG-13. I'm dropping the 1 F-bomb. We fucking love you, and are very proud.
He
of
probably turned it off before we got to say all this, but I don't care. It was just great. Listen, I would go. I just love theater in general, but the fact that I get to see my friends. Now, listen, it was great to see George. George had a fantastically bad year, and now he's back on the stage. But let's not forget that Heather and Emily are
Absolutely,
also
yes.
our very dear friends.
And they
We're
were in it
also
as
the
well.
show.
And
Let's
they
not
were fucking
forget.
terrific.
Let's not forget, they've also had a tough time recently, and they were also in this show. And I have to say, like, the cast overall was stellar. Everyone was great. You know how sometimes you see a show and, like, somebody's kind of like, eh, and other people are better, and, like, you feel bad for the eh people?
I want to say something.
Everybody was great in this.
So I've been around Heather, but I've never seen Heather in like other than like dressing as in cosplay.
Yeah.
I knew Emily is theatrical.
Yeah.
Heather was like shockingly great. Like I didn't realize.
Like, and he doesn't mean that in a
No, I
mean
didn't
way.
expect her to be bad, but I didn't realize like she is freaking
Heather can
talented, man.
convey so much without words.
Yeah.
Like just one little
I don't know if
hoof
it's
and
her,
a turn and a
I
stomp.
think it's, honestly, I think it's
Lawyers,
because she's a
so much,
lawyer.
Right. I mean,
I think that
we're just
not that it's theatrical.
we're very proud of our extended Farpoint family.
Pat, we this weekend got to see from the Oakwood Summer Theater here in South Jersey. They're in Salem County. They only do shows in the summer, which is really cool. They put on a version of Murder on the Orient Express. A rendition. Our friend George got to play Hercule Poirot. Heather and Emily were also in the show.
Got to use his little gray cells.
The show was great, and getting to see it, I've never seen one show that I wasn't in more than once, I don't think. And getting to see the same show 3 times was really fun, because you got to, like, see, like, little things that changed and, like, evolved throughout the different shows. It was just really cool. And again, it was a great show. We were really glad to be there, and we were really happy to see our friends on stage. It was really cool. All right, now that I'm done crying...
Yeah, I almost lost it there
can
for
we-
a second. I didn't realize.
Now that I'm done crying on stream, can we go back to what we were doing here?
All right. Age of Apocalypse Wolverine.
I love his sideburns. Can we go back? Yeah, there we go. This guy's hair is just insane. I mean, look at him. What do we got going on with AOE's?
He's complete. I just learned that those early Wolverine drawings and sketches were based on the
the guy from Slapshot.
guy from Slapshot.
Yeah, who's absolutely insane. Like, so that actor reminds me of the dude from Jaws.
Quint?
Yes.
Okay. Robert
Shaw. He reminds me of Robert Shaw, the guy from Slapshot. This guy too. They all remind me of Robert Shaw. So I always feel like there's this Wolverine even reminds me of like a longshoreman almost.
$15 on Age of Apocalypse Wolverine complete. And then there's X-Man. I don't know if that's how he identifies or if that's his name. I don't know anything about
his
the character.
name is X-Man. That's his name.
Yeah,
He's the X-Man.
he's complete. He's from the Sugarman wave. $14 for X-Man.
What else we got here? That's it for Legends.
After watching my friends do this, I'm really interested in stage acting. I would love to get involved in it. It's so different than screen acting because there's only one take, baby, and you got to be
Doing it live.
yeah,
You're doing it
it
live.
live, and you got to be like
Oh, can we-
aware and paying attention to everybody and everything.
You have to have your lines memorized. You have to be paying attention to what
you have
the
to know
lights
your,
are doing.
You have to know your blocking. At one point,
Yeah.
the lighting came and George was standing like a foot further forward than he needed to be, and the person who was supposed to be in the light wasn't quite, and he had to instantly and seamlessly recognize that and step back. but he had to make it look like he wasn't stepping back to get out of the person's light. Like he had to make it flow. Like that's not easy.
Yeah.
And can we talk about for a second about the pencil?
Do you want to talk about the pencil?
I do.
Go to camera one.
I
Let's
love
talk
the
about
pencil. The pencil was
Working, or
amazing.
we good? Is
Oh,
that what
hey.
you're doing?
Hey.
All right. I love you. Be
Hi,
safe
kid.
out there.
Everybody say hi to Skylar.
Speaking of Farpoint family,
Skylar's like, oh my god, I'm dying.
Okay, let's talk about
I
the
love you,
pencil.
babe.
You want to talk about the pencil?
have a good night. Be safe.
Bye. So okay, there's a scene. I don't want to give away the plot if you don't know the plot or anything like that. but
All
there's-
they need to know
Somebody
is
gets
if there's a
murdered
pencil.
on the Orient
Stop!
Express.
Shh, you don't know that.
You
You
did.
do, kind of.
So at one point, Hercule asks for a pencil. He needs a pencil for the scene. And in the actual scene, now we didn't know this.
Selena,
What?
What?
we got claims, man.
Where?
Where? Oh, we do. Sorry, I was all about the pencil.
Oh, he didn't say claim. That's why she missed it. Ring that bell.
Alex will take AOA Wolvie.
Thank you, Alex.
So, okay, so, now we didn't know this because we hadn't seen the show yet. On the first night of the show, George, Hercule, asks for a pencil, turns to Heather and asks for a pencil. Heather goes like this.
Heather is Monsieur Book.
Monsieur Bouc.
I put that in the comments already.
He goes like this, and says, Monsieur, I have no pencil. And then George fumbles around for a moment in a very endearing, like,
Oh, well,
absent-minded
let me
way,
look, yeah.
and then produces one from his pocket, and it's hilarious
And it
because
was
he had
seamless.
asked when he had one the entire time, so it kind of made you like be endeared
It was
toward
seamless, and it looked
Hercule.
like.
Yeah.
So the second night when we go, I'm waiting for
Now
the
I
pencil
love
scene.
I love this scene because it's very endearing, and it makes you kind of it's a very human moment with Hercule, who is this larger than life, intelligent man, forgetting he has a pencil in his own pocket. It was very endearing. So the second night, I can't wait for the pencil scene. The pencil scene is coming up. And when the pencil scene comes up, he turns to Heather and says, Monsieur, do you have a pencil? And she says, I do, and pulls a pencil out of her pocket.
I was disappointed. It turns out the first night she'd forgotten the pencil, and they played it off.
She forgot the prop.
The
yeah,
prop pencil,
but
she
they,
didn't have
they
the pencil
played
in
it
her
off
pocket.
so well that I thought it was part of the show,
And
and
it
a
was-
good,
And Darian is acting.
Yeah.
not just a part of the show,
In
a
the moment.
good part of the show.
Yes. So, a big commendation to
So
everyone on the show.
the issue of the forgotten prop actually made the scene better. They should have just left it that way.
Yeah, I kind of hoped they would.
But there was
That's
just
funny.
I can't explain it. There was just this endearing moment where this like larger than life character had like a human minute.
Jack said it's in the name, Murder on the Orient Express.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
see,
guess
he
that's-
gets
all right,
your
all right,
humor.
fine.
The name of the movie is not. The name of the thing is not. Everyone murders one person on the Orient Express.
Now that's definitely the spoiler because you didn't even know
It
that.
wasn't
You've
until
seen the
you
movie.
said
I've
it.
seen the movie. I've multiple versions of it, and
I also forgot.
I still forgot what happened. And I'm like, it was Emily's character.
He turns to me so deadpan
Well,
serious.
Emily
and says,
was so good at
Emily
acting,
did it.
Nervous, and I could tell. I knew she was doing that.
She was
being
acting.
nervous.
She was acting nervous. She wasn't actually nervous.
But she was kind of
She
throwing
was-
a red herring at us.
Yeah, she was acting nervous. So he turns to me deadpan. He's like, Emily did it, and I'm just like, Psh, yeah, okay. Like you obviously forget we've seen this movie 100 times.
Well, you only because you had watched it the night before.
I did also forget, but it was funny that you turned to me and said that when it was not. When it was not. You know, it was wrong.
No, it was right actually. She did do it along with 7 other passengers.
Anyway, spoilers. Everybody did it. It was the one where everybody did it. That's what was interesting about that story. So if you follow Agatha Christie at all or Hercule Poirot, he always has his conscience, and he's very like serious. And there's he figures out who does it. In this one, he figures out who does it, and it's everybody. And he doesn't tell the police, and it's fantastic.
Endgame Captain America. 100% complete. He's from the Brothor wave. $18.
I love that
That's
shield.
a beautiful Captain America.
Beautiful shield.
And then I think that's Sharon Carter from the Onslaught wave. She's 100% complete. $14. I didn't know we were doing Marvel Legends tonight.
Well, I went outside and Selena did her digging, and I was like, let me find something that is already priced so I don't have to worry about it. And also has a reasonably good possibility of someone actually wanting one or two. And we've sold one, so I feel
You
good.
asked me
I
how I
feel
felt
vindicated.
about Marvel Legends, and I said, bring them in.
I
People
feel
like Marvel
vindicated.
Legends. I
Mark
like
said
Marvel
he has
Legends.
seen us in 2 film productions.
And-
We've done a few, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for even paying attention.
And then Selena commented that she saw my stage debut, my stage production debut.
Yes, your very first appearance.
I have seen my wife read poetry live. I have seen my wife
My own poetry.
show photography
one
at
time.
an exhibition.
Yeah, I did that once.
I've seen her act in a film set, but I've never seen you acting on any sort of other than right here where we act like we're pleasant people.
That's because
My problem.
This is stage acting every
It
freaking
is.
Sunday.
It's a lot of improv, and I'm really glad that I did improv in school because that. And I'm not being funny. Having done improv.
No, you're not.
Shut up. Having done improv, never say
improv.
no is the first rule of improv. Having done improv in school,
Okay,
like,
you're
I feel
always
like,
funny.
Shut up. I feel like I have some vibe of that. I had a point I was gonna make, and I forget what it was. What were you saying?
What?
I had something I wanted to say, and then I had to interrupt myself.
Improv.
Did he hasn't
No, before
Did
the
he hasn't
improv.
seen you
Mark
on
seeing us
stage?
in two different
Yeah, I don't
productions.
remember what I was gonna say. I had something I was.
Was it
gonna say, I
kindergarten when
swear.
you had Mr. Santa
And
Claus?
Selena saw you.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going with this. I had something I was gonna say, and I got derailed.
I saw your early stage debut.
I was Dorothy in my kindergarten production of The Wizard of Oz.
You know,
I was Mrs. Claus.
Tucker would make a great
It would.
Cowardly Lion.
I was thinking Toto.
Tucker,
yeah.
we actually considered having Tucker pursue a career in the arts. The problem is Tucker's a little diva, and he does as he sees fit.
Keith
Yeah.
just made me laugh out loud.
Vision's cape looks
Vision
like a fruit
from the
roll up.
Brothor Endgame. He's 100% complete. His
Actually
cape
does.
looks like a fruit roll up.
It looks like a slice of bacon.
Oh, it does. This is
Oh
like
my
bacon.
god, it had $40 on it. $25. I don't know if this is rare. It does look like bacon.
It does look like a fruit
does
roll
look like
and or
bacon.
bacon.
Maybe
I
I'm
love
just
that.
hungry.
And Mark also said we both make great puppets. Thank you. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. So this is my trouble with stage acting. I would love to do more stuff. Especially and particularly, I would love to do more monster stuff. Like, I'd love to be like monster movies as the monster. Like, I want to do more of that. Because you don't have to be pretty. That's the thing about Hollywood. Either you're a young and beautiful woman, you're like a grandmotherly woman, or you're some sort of monster. There's the only three roles really that there are for women.
Well, then you could be the young and beautiful woman.
I could be the monster. But my problem is that I cannot, on stage, I have trouble remembering my lines. Especially the older I get with my problems that I have trouble remembering things. So I can't remember lines to be on stage.
Mark was Tiny Tim, so I guess he tiptoed through the tulips on
It's
stage.
adorable.
Did you know that Tiny Tim died on stage? He had a heart attack while at his concert, and died on stage. Not the same Tiny Tim that Mark is talking
That's
about.
bizarre, and
Did
I mean, it must be, there's something to be said for dying doing what you love, but please, for the love of all holy, I do not want to die doing Bartertown.
yeah, yeah. Because talk about Hot 5, I'd have to really cover.
Mother Slug hasn't seen a fruit roll up in years, 1992, to think about it now.
they still make them, don't they?
I
make
mean,
versions of them. I don't think
Yeah.
it's quite the same as we
Astral
remember.
Doctor Strange, 100% complete.
That's weird.
From
Is
the
it
Dormammu
translucent?
series.
I love it. I wonder if Kevin has
Translucent.
I was
this.
gonna say, is that like a Kevin style translucent
I
kind of
mean,
thing?
it
There's
isn't.
a price. I'm gonna say $14.
It isn't quite because it doesn't have that green vibe that the others do, and it's not quite as see-through,
mean-
but it's
And
definitely.
then
He's
this is,
definitely translucent.
Kree Sentry.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah, he's cool as hell.
I love that color.
I love his color and I love his helmet.
16
licking.
bucks for the Kree Sentry. Oh, Tiny Tim! Tiptoe through the tulips. It is me,
Oh,
Tiny
wait.
Tim.
So Kree Sentry is the wave. It's Genus Vel.
Oh, that's Janice Vell.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Anyway,
Oh, good.
whatever the price I said was.
His same price. I love his helmet. Tiptoe through the tulips.
Marvel from the Abomination Wave. 14 bucks. That's Captain Marvel. Marvel with his fists up. He's talking with these.
He's talking with these. And as far as Marvel Legends go, last but not least, we've got the Grey Gargoyle, also from the Kree Sentry Wave. She's not a Marvel Legend. I grabbed her, but she's not a Marvel Legend. And he is 12 bucks. 100% complete Grey Gargoyle. And if anybody cares about DC, I also grabbed Queen Hippolyta. Hippie. The Queen.
Wow.
The
So
Queen.
Hal mentioned a tank nicknamed Tiny Tim that is in the Tank Fest in the UK, right?
Yeah.
Because I guess they do like a tank thing.
Yeah.
And guess who just left Tank Fest in the UK?
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say Andrew Cezi. Because he's the only person I know.
That's really cool.
That is really cool. And isn't that one of the main reasons that they went over there? Because they
think
wanted
so,
to see
yeah.
some World War II stuff? I can't get that in my
Were there
head.
like actual tigers and panthers there?
Oh
I don't mean
my.
the animals, no. No, I mean the king tiger.
Queen Hippolyta is complete and she
Panther.
is $10 if anybody wants her. We will bring her up as soon as we get some weapons in one of
Who
our
played her?
other
Was it
hands.
Charlize Theron?
No, it was
the other one.
the other one.
Yeah, the redhead from.
I had her name in my head just now, and when you said Charlize Theron, it completely left my brain.
I forget her name.
I can see her face. I just can't remember her name now.
She was the redhead in the Al Pacino Devil movie.
Hoo-wah! Hoo-wah!
He doesn't say who on that movie.
God's up there laughing his sick effing head off.
The Devil's Advocate.
Hoo-wah!
She was the Keanu Reeves' sister.
If I was
Whoa, I have a sister.
if I was half the man I was 10 years ago, I'd take a flamethrower to this place. Completely different movie. Sorry. She'll be $10 as soon as Justin puts her on the roundabout. But he's really like trying to get that in her hand.
She's cool.
There's one of her in the case already. I think that's why she's out in the warehouse.
Yeah. We did this before we had like 2 other locations.
We did. So a ton of stuff. Agoraphobic and fractured spine. That's a good reason not to go, huh?
Yeah, agoraphobic doesn't work very well in an airplane.
Or tank. I don't know if they do they let you inside the tanks, Andrew? I'd love to get inside a tank.
Probably not.
I want to drive a tank. We actually looked into this on one of our trips because I saw a sign like drive a tank, and I immediately Googled it because I wanted to do that.
Yeah, Nevada. Apparently, Nevada is like off the chain with stuff you could do.
Connie
like that.
Nielsen, thank you, Mark.
Yes, Connie Nielsen.
You can only drive a tank if you have a driver's license in the United States. So I'm out because I do not have a driver's license.
Connie Nielsen, $10.
I have never driven a car. Fun fact about me, I have never driven a car. She looks great with the weapons in her hand. Thank you for doing that.
Tiger 131 in action. Cool.
I have 3 items left if we care about them.
I care about them.
I don't know where they're listed. I know, or if they're listed. And they're not priced necessarily. This is. It still has a price on it, but it still has Don's price on it from 3 years ago, so maybe it's not right.
Wow.
Selena thought it was a Transformer, but it's a Zoid.
It's a Zoid.
Yeah. Selena, start looking on places for things.
Okay, what are the keywords?
Hey, Eddie Baez, no Deadpool today.
Hey, Eddie, what's up?
Sorry to say.
Medallions? Bronze medallions? They're probably on eBay if they even exist. Oh no, there they are. Alright. I've got a lot of 3 of them. I've got these on the online store for $50. What do you think? I'd say
Where are they?
they're bronze medallions of Batman people. This one's the Joker, this one's the Penguin, and this one's Robin.
$30.
Yeah, check these out, guys. Are we still on camera too? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do $30 for a lot of 3. These are mint on card bronze medallions. This one's the Joker. These are all Batman characters. This one is the Penguin. Penguins. And then I've got Robin here. These are really cool. They're basically like little coins, and they're still brand new on their cards. They are 1987 King Features Syndicate. So these are comic. They're not from a movie or anything. Jenny wants to go up in a hot air balloon. I would do that, I think. Jack, I think I would do that. It would depend on where.
There used to be one over the Philadelphia Zoo that you could ride.
I just saw like
I wouldn't want to be in a city.
I just saw that a hot air balloon caught on fire while it was in the air, and people had to jump out to their deaths. So I'm good on hot air
That sounds
balloon.
pretty horrible. So yeah, I'm gonna
Thanks.
pass
All
too.
right, Jenny, you might want to. Jack, you might want to pass that on to Jenny.
It just happened recently.
Great. All right,
like
sounds
Tennessee
great.
or something.
I love that. Thank you so much. I have seen them get stuck in power lines,
That can't be good.
so I would not want to be anywhere near a city when I did it. But yeah, caught on fire. I guess that can happen because there is fire in them, right?
Yeah.
Have we ever had any killer clowns from outer space figures?
No.
Really? Not really,
I don't
Eddie.
think we have.
Maybe. Probably not.
Mark, it absolutely looked like Neil Adams. If I had to guess, I would say they were definitely Neil Adams. But $30 on those medallions if anybody cares. Next up, Selena, is this Black Series Princess Leia. I have no idea why she ended up out in the warehouse. She's probably on eBay based on the box she came out of. Unless that's her right there.
Do you think this is her? Let me see her. This could be her.
Nope.
Nope, wrong her. Let me try eBay.
She's probably on eBay. She is a 50th anniversary Black Series Princess Leia in her senatorial gown. Cool figure. I like the boxes normally.
There's nothing under
like the
Leia on
card.
eBay for you?
Alright, what do you think?
Seems unnatural. Let me go back to the other store.
$20?
Sounds good to me. $20 on Princess Leia Black Series.
Yeah, no, I don't see her anywhere.
Mark, I am messing with a Zoid. This is a Zoids blocks, Neo blocks, Stego Ganser, Stego Jaguar.
Those
All
are a
the
lot
instructions
of
are in
words.
Japanese.
That's a lot of words. That's a lot of
Tomy.
words.
It's 100% complete. $30. That's an awesome Zoid.
It was in with the Transformers, Selena, so that is not an unreasonable assumption for you to have made. It was in with the Transformers because when I file things in the warehouse, I try to put them with where I would think to look for them, and that looks like a Transformer to me, so I would look at Transformers for it. So I put it in with the Transformers.
I have a so from 2000 from 1996 to 2000, I spent time away.
In a resort?
Out of
Do you
the.
want to go to camera 1 for this, or you want to go to camera
Well,
2?
it's this comes around. I was incarcerated because I was dumb when I was young. I've talked about it before many times. I'm not really shy about it. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not not too regretful. I'm regretful if anybody I ever that I might have gotten.
Like wronged or whatever?
Yeah, but I'm not.
I want to say something, but I'm not going to say it.
But anyway, it's part of my past, and it helped make me who I am today, which I think is a better person. Anyway, out in the yard in the summertime, because where we were we're upstate New Jersey.
I can't wait to see where this is going because I have no idea.
On beautiful days up there, camera 1, please. Beautiful sunny
That's
days,
good
we'd all be
to
out in the
cover
yard,
all
like
the
working or working out or whatever inmates do.
Was it just
And
like
and some days there were
like Orange is the New Black?
there were 15 or 20 hot air balloons just drifting by,
Oh, wild.
and nothing said freedom when you're in a big yard in a prison than people in hot air balloons.
Yeah, that seems almost like
drifting by.
that seems cruel and unusual for you to have to look at the hot
Yeah.
air balloons, right?
It is what it is. It's a free country.
Yeah, no,
they
it
didn't
is,
come
yeah.
over the actual property because I guess people could have rented them and dropped drugs and stuff down. So,
Or like put down a rope so
they
you
came-
can climb out.
but they came pretty close.
Yeah.
And they were close enough to they're big ass hot air balloons,
Yeah.
and it was just such a beautiful thing to see.
I don't
on
know
a
what
beautiful
those-
day. I don't know what
I don't know
those
what those
ladies
two
were
ladies
singing.
were singing about.
Absolutely. I never told you that.
Now that you say it, I think you have. Now that you say
And
it.
they're all very colorful
Yeah.
against the blue sky, and it's like these just freedom drifting over. You're like, see what I'm missing?
Yeah. I could be in a hot air balloon right now drinking wine and eating cheese with some woman.
Right, exactly.
In France.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Yeah.
MS thought Zoids were battery operated.
Some were.
Some of them were.
Yeah.
Especially
Some,
the
bigger ones were. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some were.
There were definitely some big ones that were. I think that's literally everything. I feel like we're forgetting something. Selena, was that it?
I'm trying to remember. I feel like we're forgetting something too, but I can't think of what we were forgetting.
You're thinking of the Star Wars.
Probably
block.
the Star Wars
It is
thing
how
that
Lex
didn't-
Luthor. I forgot about that. In the first Superman movie, the ladder falls down.
That movie was
That must
so
have been
good.
subconsciously where you got the idea.
I guess so. Yeah, trying to be like, no, I you know what's funny? I never thought of that.
Not
Then.
a-
I was
not a
never like
master-
Lex Luthor escaped that. Like, come on, Mr. Luthor.
Not a criminal mastermind, huh?
Apparently not. I was in prison.
I mean, fair.
Well, wait, Lex Luthor was a criminal mastermind and he ended up in prison too.
Yeah.
Are you still a mastermind if you end up in prison eventually?
Yeah. No.
So
I don't
were
know.
you a mastermind that then became in prison?
No, I'm totally not. I was an absolute amateur who gave up that career very easily.
All right. So
Toys
this
are better.
week, I don't think we have anything specific happening this week, but keep your eyes peeled on the weekend of the 19th. We are Farpoint. We, not I, not the Farpoint I, the Farpoint we. We are celebrating our 15th birthday. Farpoint is 15 years old. So we're going to be celebrating this month, April, technically July 8th, I think, or 7th is our
say
anniversary. We're going to just have like a whole month-long celebration.
Oh, it's Farpoint's birthday month? Is that
It's
what you're saying?
Farpoint's birthday month, July. Yeah, so just keep your eyes peeled. We're going to be doing events,
We're gonna
having
be,
things.
we're gonna maybe some sales, but we're gonna have a special event. Pat,
It's Pat K.
Pat wants to know when I came out, what's the first thing
Is
that
this
was
now Q&A time with
different?
jail time, Justin?
I don't know. He has a question. I'll answer a question.
Come here, Tucker.
Computers. In 1996, I had friends that had PCs.
What?
And you know they were around, but it wasn't by 2000 when I got out.
Like everybody had an email, everyone had a computer in their
Absolutely, people were doing, you know, AOL chat. Like the internet exploded. If you think about the late 90s, that's what happened. I missed all of that. So when I went in, I had like 2 friends that had personal computers. When I got out, everyone had an email address. I had friends that had websites. Like it was just kooky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was I mean, I was a little bit ahead on that curve because we were into computers.
You were
from
probably
the
one of my
80s.
2 friends that had a PC.
In 1994, we had a computer at the house. By 1996, I think we had 2 computers and a word processor.
Yeah.
By the year 2000, everybody I knew had a computer, and there was the Y2K and all that craziness.
Absolutely. Y2K happened while I was in there, and I was like, what is...
Our first computer had a 40 meg hard drive, and we argued over sharing it.
40 meg hard
40
drive.
meg,
My
not 40
phone,
gig.
My phone. I have 2 pictures that take up 40 megs on my phone now. How you do not need to bring a cake for Farpoint's birthday. That's completely fine. But my birthday is a completely different story.
So here's a teaser. We're having we're gonna have some sort of yard sale event here at the store. I'm gonna just throw it out there.
Yeah, some kind of vendor.
And some
we don't know
sort of
really yet.
maybe VIP get together here in the VIP Great Hall Museum.
Yeah.
That day would be nice.
Well, that would be nice. We could have like maybe that day we have like a birthday party for the
Yeah, we have
store.
maybe some cupcakes and some.
Oh, I love that.
Tucker
That's a
would
great
come.
idea.
Yep. So we're gonna do a little thing, a nice little like Farpoint birthday thing.
Yeah, the weekend of the 19th. We're looking at the Saturday for the event. Maybe Sunday. We'll extend it out. VIP Sunday.
Yeah.
We'll
Tucker will be here.
Just be on the lookout for events.
yes, and if you're not a VIP, you might miss out on that amazing.
How we will supply any.
we will
chocolate.
supply the
But you know what?
cupcakes.
Yeah.
Al, thank you.
Yeah, but we really appreciate that.
So that's something to look forward to coming out. Justin has a show in 2 weeks. Pipe Fest. is coming
Yeah,
up,
like
right?
the only time. So we're going in the studio at the end of this year. The only Jersey show, only show we have booked for the rest of the year, and most likely the only show in Jersey we're going to play for any more this year. We are playing in Lacey Township at a VFW. We do it every year because it benefits.
It's way cooler than it sounds.
Yeah.
And it's a benefit for the veterans.
It's an all-day rock and roll show, but there are vendors or food trucks.
Yeah.
But it benefits veterans of that area and the VFW, so we do it every year because we think it's a good reason to play a show.
Rowdy, thanks for watching. Rowdy wants to know where we're located. We are, I don't know where you are in the world, but I'll be specific. We are on Route 40 in Mays Landing, New Jersey, in the United States.
20
on the
minutes
East Coast.
outside Atlantic City. Rowdy Riles. It sounds like a NASCAR
Wrestling.
driver's
That's a
name.
wrestler.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Oh yeah,
wrestling.
it's a wrestler, or it's like or they race cars. I like
Yeah.
that a lot.
Yeah.
Could be a
Alright.
rodeo guy.
I think that's all I've
I was in
done.
my first year in college in '94. Who said that? Scroll backwards a little bit.
I think it was Jack.
Rowdy, we have a
Tomorrow.
website though, like farpointtoys.com, that will take you to our online store. We have eBays. We have all kinds of stuff going on.
Social media. We do this every Sunday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time, so tune in. We just chat, sell stuff, occasionally sing, fight. Sometimes we fight
Wow,
live.
Mark was inventing Pixar in '94.
That's awesome.
That's
very,
very
cool,
cool.
Mark. I did not know that.
What was I
That's
doing in
very cool.
'94? I was driving a green Dodge Charger, listening to Soundgarden a lot. and
What were you
Rage
doing in
Against the Machine.
2024? Driving a
Green Dodge Challenger.
You selling
listening
toys?
to
A lot of
Soundgarden.
Soundgarden. Did you have a cute girlfriend in 1994?
I thought so.
Okay.
That's a good answer.
All right. I think that's like I don't know. We don't need to drag this out. It was just kind of a short show. Today was a weird hot day. Just weirdly hot. Like it's weird because it was literally 99 degrees earlier this week, and I felt like it was hotter today than it was.
It's all about humidity.
It is. I felt like it was hotter today than it was when it was 100 degrees. I painted a bathroom this week. I'm really excited about. It looks great.
All right.
That's all I got.
Now we're talking about painting bathrooms. I think
Yeah.
that's it. I think that's
Yeah.
the.
Is that the cutoff?
Yeah.
Me eating a Toblerone and
I'm gonna go
talking about
celebrate my
bathrooms?
50th birthday year and go get some. Probably,
Ice cream?
I was thinking chicken pad thai, but maybe we can mix the two. Thank you all
Chicken
for
pad ice
watching.
cream?
We'll see you next Sunday.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah, we'll have more fun stuff.
We will.